And right now it is official. The scene playing out live on 7 News and the DenverChannel.com. Peyton Manning unveiling his new Broncos number 18 jersey. Flanked by team owner Pat Bowlen and John Elway. We'll have team coverage of Mile High Manning from Dove Valley in just a minute. And just coming into 7 News within the past hour, the first pictures of the damage after a 7.4 earthquake rocks Mexico near Mexico City. These aerials of an overpass that collapsed on a truck. Reports of damage and injuries just coming in. We'll have more on this story a little bit later in this broadcast. And a beautiful sunny day out there. It's a little bit deceiving. Temperatures in the metro area making it into the 40s today on this first full day of spring. Mike Nelson joins me in about 4 minutes with a look at when it will warm up out there.
This organization is committed to winning. The Broncos, they do have incredible fans that love this team, and this truly is a special football environment, and I am glad to be a part of it.
The new quarterback for the Broncos, Peyton Manning, talking from the heart about his decision to come to Denver. We have team coverage on the big announcement we brought you live less than 90 minutes ago, starting with 7 News sports director Lionel Bienvenu. And Lionel, lots been made about the money that he'll be getting, but Manning seems to genuinely want to come here.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and this is one of the biggest days in Broncos history, certainly since Elway and company won the last Super Bowl in 1999. You talk about the money, it's 5 years, $96 million, but it's very favorable to the Broncos. Really, Peyton Manning gets 1 year for $18 million, then he takes a physical after next season. If he's okay, everything's fine, didn't get hurt, his neck is good, then the 4 years after that will kick in. But as we said, it wasn't about the money. You heard Peyton. It was a chance to win a championship and a comfort level that he felt on his visit. Comfortable with John Elway, comfortable with John Fox, with the entire organization, Mike McCoy. Look, he's going to be 36 in a couple of days, okay? Peyton is not looking at this as a 5-year plan. That's what attracted him here. In his mind, this gives him the best chance to win right now.
I realize, that it's not, I don't have, 14 years left by any means. But at the same time, this isn't something that, I'm just building a foundation this year to really try to do something in 2 years or 3 years. I mean, this is a now situation. We're trying to win now. We're going to do whatever we can to win right now, and that's all I'm thinking about.
The thing that got me is I asked him, I said, Peyton, is there any doubt in your mind that you can't get back to the Peyton Manning that we know of? And he said, there's no doubt in my mind. And when he said that, and when the doctors all backed it up, then that's when we knew that, hopefully we could land him and have him be a Denver Bronco.
So Peyton Manning is here. Now what about Tim Tebow? Well, the Broncos are going to try to trade Tim, that's for sure. Now, Tim has told friends he misses the South. He would love to go back to Florida, so maybe they could try to trade him to Jacksonville or Miami. Those are the two destinations there. Now, John and Peyton both talked about Tim Tebow today. There was lots of love for Tim, but also, again, this is all about winning.
Tim Tebow is a great kid, and I said that. I mean, he's the one guy, if I wanted someone to marry my daughter, it'd be him. And I just think that where we are as an organization, and Tim is a football player, as I said, I told you Tim is a great football player. But I just think with the opportunity that presented itself here, we can't, with the opportunity to have Peyton Manning's services, we had to take advantage of that.
Look, let me just say this. I know what kind of player Tim Tebow is and what kind of person he is. I've gotten to meet him personally one time, and what an awesome year he had this year. And if Tim Tebow is here next year, I'm going to be the best teammate I can be to him, and he and I are going to help this team win games. If other opportunities present themselves for him, I'm going to wish him the best. He's going to be a great player wherever he is.
Look, hopefully this works out for everybody. Peyton Manning comes here as one of the best quarterbacks of all time. Tim Tebow gets traded back home to Florida, and John Elway builds a winner. This is a huge day out here. I mean, 24 cameras, every network imaginable. This could be the start of something big here in Denver. Hey, coming up at 5 o'clock, you got to hear about the phone call when Peyton Manning called John Elway and said, John, I'm coming. The reaction with John Elway and John Fox, priceless. So we'll have that for you later on at 5 o'clock. Right now, reporting live from Dove Valley, Lionel Bienvenu, 7 Sports.
All right, we know much more is ahead. Thank you, Lionel. Now, Indianapolis Colts fans out talking about Manning's Broncos choice, and at least some are surprised with his pick.
I wanted him to go to the Niners. He had a better team there, better defense, running back. They had Randy Moss, Manningham. He could have won a Super Bowl there, I felt like.
I thought he was actually going to go with the Titans. That's what I was thinking. It's sad. I think it's a hit for the city, for sure. I mean, he built that stadium, and people love Peyton Manning. But he's a real class act, and if it's a good deal and he likes it there, then good for him.
Some Tim Tebow fans here in Denver not so gracious. Others just wishing him well. Tebow's future definitely part of the buzz around town. And 7 News reporter Tyler Lopez live at the Sportsman at 17th and Federal. Tyler, it's definitely a sign of change. They have discounted all their Tebow merchandise.
It is, Ann. Remember this? Pittsburgh and Denver, January 8th was this game. Denver won that game. Tebow was the quarterback. Right now, his T-shirts, 50% off, both in orange and in blue. Quite a change for a man who captivated the state and much of the nation just 2 months ago. Victories and vindication for a left-hander who just wanted a fair shake. Only 2 months ago, America had Tebow mania. Sports talkers were getting number 15 tattoos. On YouTube, one woman wished for a man like Tebow. Today, the billboard along I-25 that once demanded time for Tebow now welcomes the new guy.
We're still Tebow fans. We still love the guy. We like his talent. We like what he brought last year. But we're talking about a future Hall of Famer here.
And at the Sports Fan, Tebow T-shirts, once $30 a piece, are now $15.
I hate to see Tim go, but all things must pass, I guess.
So fast, it's already at half price. You couldn't wait a week?
Well, we could have waited a week, but I had just gotten a nice load of Tebow in, and we're a little heavy in Tebow right now.
But both men say they hope for the best of both worlds. Maybe Tebow can stay in Denver as a very well-known, experienced backup.
It'll be tough to match Tim Tebow's numbers with Manning, even with Manning, but it's certainly possible.
John Brennan telling us that Tebow's sales were so incredible they eclipsed anything that John Elway had ever done. He's saying maybe Manning could somehow outsell Tebow down the road. For other things like hats and T-shirts, it's going to be a while. That new Manning T-shirt won't be in until next week. Nike has the new contract for the NFL, so the new Manning jersey won't be available till April 1st, but it won't likely be here in Denver till May 15th as they all get ready for the new number 18. And as we said, out with the old and apparently in with the new. Reporting live in Denver, Tyler Lopez, 7 News.
Yes, you know those machines are cranking already. Thank you, Tyler. Stay with 7 News for continuing coverage of the Peyton Manning story on 7 News at 5 and 10 and always on the denverchannel.com. You can also watch a special about Peyton Manning's decision at 6:30 called Sports Extra Mile High Manning right here on 7 News.